Hi and welcome to the section 6 of Diving into Java Server Faces API video course named Java Server Faces and HTML5 Adoption. In this section, we will cover the interaction between Java Server Faces and HTML5 via pass-through attributes and pass-through elements. Now we move on to the first video of this section and we will have a quick introduction. So let's get started with the pass-through attributes. Since this is a new topic, we will start with a brief introduction. Afterwards, we will have two examples. One that uses pass-through attributes from a Java Server Faces page and another one that uses pass-through attributes programmatically. Everybody involved in web application development is enthusiastic to explore and use HTML5, which comes with a bunch of new components and features, such as audio, video, keygen, and so on and forth. Starting with Java Server Faces 2.2, the developers can interact with HTML5 via the pass-through attributes. This approach is the alternative to writing custom render kits. And this is a great approach because HTML5 is in the developing stage, which means that writing and adapting the render kits to the HTML5 changes can be a real challenge. Now, if you want to use HTML5 with Java Server Faces 2.0, then you need to write custom render kits for supporting the new components and attributes. Even if the pass-through attributes were inspired by HTML5, they are Java Server Faces elements that can be used with other HTML versions as well. So, as a conclusion, we can say that starting with Java Server Faces 2.2, we have attributes that are processed by Java Server Faces components on the server side and pass-through attributes that are processed at runtime on the client side. An HTML5 element that can be used for exemplifying pass-through attributes is the input element. Among the new supported features, we have new values for the type attribute, such as email, tell, color, and reset, and the new attribute placeholder, which is a text used as a hint in empty fields. In HTML5, such an element can be as shown in the following code. Well, we can use Java Server Faces components and obtain the same result by using pass-through attributes in at least 5 different ways. The first approach consists in placing the pass-through attributes in the new namespace. I think that any Java Server Faces developer is familiar with namespaces and prefixed elements, so there is no need for further explanations. Well, there is no trick to use these namespace or prefixed attributes, so once we accomplish this, we can use this prefix for the attributes that are not supported by the Java Server Faces input text component. So the type and placeholder attributes becomes pass-through attributes. The second approach consists in using the pass-through attribute tag nested in the input text tag. This time, we use the pass-through attribute tag to specify the name and the value of a pass-through attribute. We need one tag per pass-through attribute. Well, the pass-through attributes can come from a managed bin as well. Just place them in a map where the map key is the attribute name and the map value is the attribute value. Further, use the pass-through attributes tag as shown in this code. Another approach is based on Expression Language 3, which is part of Java Enterprise 7. Practically, we define a map via Expression Language 3, as you can see in this code. Notice that we can use pass-through attributes even for custom attributes or attributes that are not specific to the used component or rendered tag. Okay, let's see an application that contains these 5 examples. So in this JSF Faces page, we have the examples, and here we have a simple managed bin used to serve the pass-through attributes via a Java map. Let's run the code. Notice the first 4 inputs that contains our placeholder text, and if we type an invalid email address, we see that the input text acts as an HTML5 input of type email. The last input text contains some custom attributes that we can see if we take a look at the source code of the page. Now let's focus on the last aspect presented in this video. This aspect is about the fact that pass-through attributes can be added programmatically. For example, we can generate an HTML5 input element and add it into a form as follows. This example is wrapped in a JSF Faces application that is bundled to this video course.